Well, things are going about as well as can be expected. After beating Lyon and drawing with Lorient, we lost to Marseille 2-1. We beat Montpellier 3-0, goals by Balad and a brace of goals by Amadori, which was very nice to see. Then we drew with Strasbourg. That was kind of frustrating because Strasbourg is not a bad squad. I mean, they're a little bit above us, but I would have thought we were a little bit better than them, but that game just showed me we were wrong. Today, we're going to play Monaco, see how well we do against them, and then we're going to have our French Cup 9th round match against Le Puy 43. And then it's going to be the January transfer window. We'll figure out after the French Cup game here who we're playing in here. And depending on who we're playing, we may or may not come back for that. I haven't made any moves since the last game. Injury-wise, Marc Targaye went out with a broken leg. He's out 7 weeks to 3 months. That was on November 7th, which would have put it right after the Lorient, or right before the Lorient game. So I think we were around for that. Yeah, we were around for that. That was mildly frustrating. PSG is currently top of the league. They've won 13. They've drawn 1. They've lost 1. Lorient is 7 points behind them. They've got a really good squad this season. Lorient does. So this is something I've noticed the past couple of versions of FM is PSG will remain top, but another squad, usually Lorient, sometimes Marseille, sometimes I'm totally blanking on it. Lyon will jump up and start spending money. I think Lorient may have gotten a sugar daddy. I'd have to go back and check, but I don't have the editor enabled on this, so I couldn't tell you for sure. Well, everybody's expecting a draw against Monaco. It's entirely possible, but Monaco's still a good squad. I think we've got a ways to go before we can think about beating them on a consistent basis. This new ASSE thing is driving me up a wall. It says he's lost trust in the head coach because I didn't bring someone on board to help him last season. I tried. The guys I went after didn't want to leave their club. I finally brought in Naduka Jr., and Nwosu doesn't want to stay. He's lost trust in his coach. Now, how do I know he's a good keeper? Because he's wanted by Man U, Inter, and Juve. Bredlow he's solid, but he's not somebody I want to build the team around. He's 29 years old, so maybe we'll see who's available in the January transfer window and go from there. Maybe get a young keeper on loan for the rest of the season. Wait out till the summer. So we're going to have Nwosu in goal, Haskadunic and Twanzebe as the defensive backs, Prad Mendez as the wing backs, Basic in the center behind Herrera and Blanco, Balad and Badoui as the attacking mids, Amadori up top as the striker. Now, I want to bring Beza in for Badoui. Very quiet first half so far. Coming up on 30 minutes, we've had 4 shots, 1 on target. They've had 2 and 2. Is this going to be another one of those really quiet games where we get 2 highlights and the live com's over in less than 2 minutes? It is certainly looking that way. Wow, no highlights in the first half whatsoever. There we go. Enrique. Golovin, Nwosu, nice stop. That was a bit of a misplay by the defender, it looks like. Corner kick for Monaco. Make a couple of subs after this. They send it in. Badiashile knocks it away. Ben Yedder out to Golovin. Runs the one defender, takes the shot, puts it at the right corner. That was annoying. Beza we're going to bring off for Badoui. Balad's not having a great game. We're going to bring on Nas for him. Amadori we're going to leave on. Rod, I don't know that I have a backup. Muzu? Yeah, we'll bring on a Muzu. Very good strike by Golovin. Basic. From distance. Oh, too high. 75 minutes in. Desai to Ta. Fofana. Back to Ta. Bolland. Orsens dispossessed. Blanco. Dewey. Got help. Amadori. And a very nice stop by Onana. That was a good chance by Amadori. Arsenis sends it in. Knocked away, but Fofana's going to recover. Oh, Amuzu stepped up and just bombs that ball forward. Fofana. Amadori rushed the shot. And Bolo, Ben Yedder. Ah, that was wide left. Onana, Badiashile, Arsenis, Sessegnon. Loses the ball. Tuanzebe heads it down to Mendes, to Basic. Up to Herrera. Herrera tries feeding Nas, but it's an errant pass. Fofana to Mbola to Barak. Brock driving forward. It's dispossessed. Oh, what the heck happened there? Nwosu clears it. Nas. Oh, what the heck is with this passing? Sessegnon to Badiashile. Back to Onana. Badiashile. Arsenis. Sessegnon on the left. Driving forward. Enrique. Arsenis. Oh, Sessegnon. How is he onside? And that is the game. Man, we had our chances. They had more, but we had ours. Son of a gun. The Golovin goal was nice. And we'll be back for our French Cup match against the FM23 in just a minute. Hopefully we'll have more highlights. Hopefully a lot more of them will go in our favor. Back in just a bit. Well, we had a good week of training. There were no injuries. The one blip was that Jamie Lawrence's coach, Bayern, who is that? Nagelsmann, called to complain that he wasn't playing enough, so he's starting today. And then Balad wanted a new contract. I said, yeah, sure. And he said, or rather his agent said, I want him to be an important player. I said, no, he can be a regular starter. And the agent came back and said, no, I want him to be an important player. And I said, he can be a regular starter, and I locked it in. And the agent was like, well, I asked you for a fair deal, and you didn't give me a fair deal, so I'm ending these contract negotiations now. And I was like, okay, cool. And the next thing, I hit continue, and the next thing that popped up was, Balad fires his agent. So hopefully maybe in a week or two, I can offer him a new contract. We need to take that off. Are we distributing it? We are going to distribute to. And I'm going to drop that down. Go to the mid block there. So we're playing Le Puy-Foot. They are a regional national 2D team that's 5th tier, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's 5th tier. Because there's so many B squads and A squads there, but they're not allowed to be promoted out. So like literally you could finish like in 7th place. And if teams 1 through 6 are B squads and 2 squads, they don't get promoted, you do. So Nwosu's asking to leave. I talked about that a little time ago. Now Tuanzebe's wanted. I got a couple other guys that wanted to. It's not a rotated side. We got a lot of strong players starting. Mathis Amugu is a young center back that came in through the youth intake that happened the year before we got here. Well, you know what? We'll just go through the thing. Nathaniel Nwosu is in goal. Lawrence and Tuanzebe are the defensive backs. Sanchez and Mendes are the wing backs. Herrera, who is a product of Herrera's the defensive mid. Amugu and Blanco are the center mids. Amuzu and Badui are the attacking mids. Amadori up top as the strikers. Just want a good, solid match. No injuries. A market improvement. We had a really good week of training. Kickoff highlights always good. It's raining just a little bit apparently. Blanco up to Badui. Back to Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe up into space for Badui. And he is fouled by Ndaye. Who's taking this? Herrera. And Herrera buries it. We are up 1-0. A minute into the game. We're already off to a good start. Shell. Up to Tahi. He lost it towards Valbon. Valbon tries taking a shot. It goes wide. Sanchez, who's picked up the yellow already. Up to Amuzu. One taps it up to Amadori. Amuzu. Driving forward. Oh, man. Filipana, very nice. Well, an easy save. 6 shots, only 1 on target. That's mildly frustrating. Vat. Nwosu, a nice save. We're going to pause and make a couple of changes here. We're going to bring on you know what? We're going to bring on Nduka Jr. for Tuanzebe. Mimicevic we can bring on for Herrera. Parad we can bring on for Sanchez. Amuzu's not having the best game. Fontaine with a corner kick. Knocked away. Seba chests it down. Duponchel, top of the box. High and right. Looked like it was going in for a minute. That would have been mildly scary. Broad. Lawrence. Back to Nwusu. Up to Nduka. Out to Mendez. Mendez. Badui. Gives the ball away. Halimia. Privat. Ulogo loses the ball. Gets it back. Mahadi. Back to Ndaye. Ndaye. Crosses it in. Off the post. Parad bangs it forward. Seba bombs it forward the other way. Parad. And Lawrence off the post. Kai just clears it into the stands. Yanamuzu. Amadori again, and Philippon got a hand on it, punched it over the crossbar. Third time's the charm. Amadori, nope. Philippon. Privet loses it. Amugu gives it right back. Lefebvre. Mendez just heads it up, and Dye gets the loose ball. How is that offside? How is he not offsides? Jeez. That is the game. A 1-0 victory, which probably should have been a lot more, seeing as how we had actually a 2.17. 72% possession. Man, that was a frustrating game. Even with the victory, that was a frustrating game. Any surprises? No. Brest took Angers to penalties. Auxerre beat Falaise 12-0. Jeez. You know, Dijon almost beat PSG. So we should find out who we're playing here in a little bit. Oh, Herrera picked up too many yellows, so he's going to miss the next match. Transfer window is coming up. We've got $13 million to work with and about $3 million in payroll to work with as well. I also need to check and see how much we're spending on scouting. So I'm probably going to have to bump that up a little bit. We're on the mid-season break, and we still don't know who we're playing. I don't know when that draw is. There's the 9th round. 10th round. On the 23rd. Okay, it's going to happen sometime today. I literally tried doing that a minute ago. Now, we'll get to the draw. We'll call it an episode here. Okay. Nimes is playing Caen. Orléans is playing Bordeaux. New York is playing Ajaccio. Lens is playing Monaco. AS-Vitre is playing Marseille. Paris FC is playing Bastia. Pau FC is playing Rennes. Lens-le-Saunier is playing Reims. Auxerre is playing Montpellier. Red Star is playing Annecy. Toulouse is playing Lille. Racing Bascanian is playing Le Havre. Goal FC is playing Angers. Nice is playing PSG. Let us play Sarguemes. QRM is Lorient. We are playing Sarguemes. They're a regional club. So we're going to play them offline. Save the game here. And then we probably going to come back for the Nice game. Well, when's the transfer window? Transfer window closes 1st of February. Yeah, we'll come back for the Nice game. Do an overview of the transfer window. Look at Nice. He's on vacation. But got a lot of guys who were wanted. Blanco's wanted. Tuanzebe's wanted. Offers are going to come in for Nwusu. See what we can do there. Bertrand is wanted by Dunkirk. You know, Dory's wanted, but he's not going anywhere. A couple teams fall off from asking Nwusu. So we'll get something for Nwusu. Just not what I expected. And that's my fault. Which is, frankly, a little bit annoying. But that said, a decent episode. The loss against Monaco, while it wasn't unexpected, was a bit frustrating because it was the late goal that really kind of sealed the deal for us. We had our chances. We just didn't make it count. The win against Lipoy was nice. It should have been a lot bigger, in my opinion. And not too worried about the Sarguemenes game, but you never know. So hopefully when we come back for the transfer window recap and the Nice game, we're still in the French Cup. So as I said, budget-wise, we've got 13.6 in the transfer window. We've still got $3 million on the payroll as well. The scouting budget, I probably need to increase just a little bit. Which I will do. Blam. Okay. Take a look at who's available, and we will go from there. So that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM23. I thank you very much for watching.